Good afternoon. Welcome to Jim Lindley's World of Weather. You clicked on to the long-range weather forecast discussion for March 17th to 31st. Before we get to the forecast, we're going to talk about something we haven't talked about in depth in a while, the Polar Vortex. And this is March 21st. And you can see we have a split here, one over this, this side of the Arctic and the one on the other side over Asia. So then we'll go a little bit further, and then it kind of like retreats again, but it's still split. So this indication of a weak polar vortex. And then it kind of goes off. Now, what this effect on our weather is still unclear, but we'll also take another look. This is the stratospheric winds, and you can see here's our polar vortex here on this side. And then we'll go through the period. And you can see there's separate areas here, more concentrated across Asia. This is the GFS. And it kind of lifts out. And we'll look at the European. Oh, this is the GFS. This is European. Okay, this is European. And this is the GFS. All generally predicting the same thing. Now, this is showing the winds and the temperatures. So it's still not certain what effect this will have going forward from this point on, from about 21st, I said, and on towards the end of March. Now this is like just speculative. I was seeing some forecasts are predicting snow, could be cold. But I think it won't be extreme cold like if it was January, February. I think it's going to be more little below normal than it should be for this time of year. So, okay, now we're going to get to the forecast. That's all I want to say about this now. We're going to look at the period now for March 17th to 21st. And this is what we're forecasting. We have a ridge trough configuration. Heights are mixed across this area here. We have several upper low here in the southwest. And the Arctic oscillation, we got to get I didn't bring those up. Okay, the Arctic oscillation is negative and predicted to trend close to neutral over the next 2 weeks as height anomalies across the Arctic are currently mixed. And will trend close to neutral the next 2 weeks as height anomalies over the Arctic are predicted to remain mixed to slightly positive. They'll get a trend towards positive. So we'll go back to this map. To this map. And they'll go more positive. You can see a little bit here. Still below normal heights here across this area. But the North Atlantic oscillation is currently negative, with positive height anomalies across Greenland, which we know we have, and the NAO is predicted to trend close to neutral also over the next 2 weeks as heights become more mixed across the Greenland region. Okay, now we're going to talk about the upper low. The upper low in the southwest and the trough in the west, off the west coast, will cause heavy rain across parts of the south. Now we're looking at here. We're looking at the models here, and you can see we have rain across Texas, and then we get a little more heavier rain, especially across Florida. And also it'll bring some snow. We'll back it up a little bit to the Four Corners region. You see it there, and the front would be moving through the east. That'll also bring some rain. And this will bring cooler temperatures. Notice with the 540 line here, it goes down all the way down to southeast. This will bring cooler temperatures than what we've been experiencing here in the northeast. And we have the ridge in the west will gradually break down as Pacific energy moves in. And this could interact with the upper low, bringing more heavy precipitation parts of the Rockies. Okay, we're going to look now at the period for March 22nd to 26th. Still a ridge trough configuration. but the flow begins to flatten. This is for the 22nd to the 26th. As we get to the 26th, you can see generally a zone of flow. Still mixed height anomalies here, a ridge above normal height still. So overall, you can see here that below normal heights are forecast across much of the nation. So for this forecast period, I'm calling for above normal temperatures here, and I'm calling for anomalies to be about 2 to 4 degrees, maybe a little bit more here across this region. Below normal temperatures here, with anomalies of 2 to 4 degrees below normal for precipitation. Calling for more trending towards what the models or some of the models were showing yesterday is generally the whole nation would be above normal precipitation, but I still think it'll be above normal temperatures across these regions. Probability of occurrence still low, 35%, because still not getting into speculation with all the other models. So this is like a compromise. And then we have below normal temperature, below normal precipitation here, and the probability of occurrence is near 35%. Now we're going to look at the period for March 27th to the 31st. To 27th to the 31st. And you can see the GFS has a trough ridge configuration mix across this region. We look at the other models, trough ridge configuration, then you look at the European ensembles. Ridging here across the high latitudes in the northeast, below normal heights, looks like a broad trough covering much of the country. And we'll take a look at, that's the wrong one, at this period here. You can see we looking at across top of the world here, we have a trough ridge configuration here. This is the GFS, and below normal heights. So I'm gonna go with the GFS ensemble. So for the most part, calling for below normal temperatures for much of this region, and I'm calling for our numbers to be about 2 to 4 degrees below normal. And for precipitation, calling for below normal precipitation here, and along the East Coast. This might become more fine-tuned as we maybe by tomorrow. And the probability of occurrence is near 35%, above normal precipitation forecast here. Probability of occurrence is 35%. So that's a long range weather forecast discussion for March 17th to the 31st. Thanks for coming to Jim Munley's World of Weather, and have a good day.